Hi and welcome back to my channel. This is Miyu and today I am going to be blowing up some Tuftex 17 inches and see if we can have that neck. So basically I'm just going to be pumping the balloons with my electric pump right here so that I can get as much neck as much as possible. I'll be over-inflating these balloons and making sure that they are as big as I can get them to be. Alright, so let's get started. So right now I have a Tuftex 17 that hasn't been inflated yet. What I'm going to do is basically inflate it once. And that would be the standard size, or it's a little bit over-inflated because you can see that that neck is already protruding. But this is basically my first inflation. What I do with the first inflation is that it gives that latex a bit of a stretch, which is why it can become bigger on the second inflation. And just to show this, I'm going to inflate it one more time. So you can see the size right here. That's the size of our Tuftex 17. I'm going to deflate it. I'll be deflating it like this, and then I'm going to just twist it over here where that neck is, and then I'm gonna just a little bit so that I can inflate that neck. And I'm just gonna do that a couple of times before I fully inflate it again. So that's the neck of the Tuftex 17. I'm gonna try and have this kind of neck when I do inflate it for the second time. Alright, so I'm gonna inflate it again and see if it can get bigger. And that's the neck of the Tuftex 17. As you can see, it's bigger than it was a while ago during my first inflation, and that's why I always recommend to pre-inflate the balloon at least once before you tie it off. So that is such a beautiful balloon. I love how it looks. And now I'm gonna do a couple of more. I'm just going to tie it up because later on I'll be sitting on this. And this is my Tuftex 17 that is over-inflated. Very, very beautiful. That neck is right there. It did lose a couple of neck when I tied it up a while ago because I accidentally poked a hole into it. But still, it's beautiful. The Tuftex isn't really about the neck, unlike Bell Bows. It's really more about that round and beautiful body. I'm going to place it right here. And then now I'm going to inflate the other ones. We do a pre-inflation first, and then we put in some air on that neck, and then we inflate it a second time so that we can have a much bigger balloon. Alright, so let's do this again. I'm just going to try and compare the difference with the first inflation and the second inflation of a Tuftex. You can see how relatively larger the second inflation balloon is compared to a Tuftex 17 that has only been inflated once. Again, this is why I like to pre-inflate my balloons, but I don't want to inflate them more than 2 times, only because that latex does become a little bit stressed and sometimes it can accidentally pop. So just be careful with that. So we're gonna try and inflate it again. We're just gonna deflate it like so. Beautiful balloon. I love Tuftexes because of the sheer size of them. And now I'm going to twist it right at the neck and then put it in the air. So I'm gonna try and have this kind of neck when that Tuftex gets inflated again. So now we're on to our second inflation. So you can see how much bigger that balloon is on the second inflation. It's so beautiful. I love the color. It's just, it really is one of my favorite balloons. So I'm just gonna tie it up, pull that knot, and so that that's so beautiful. Now I have 2 beautiful Tuftexes right here. Which one is bigger? So big. The balloons are so big. I really love the size of the Tuftex 17, especially when I overinflate them. It's so beautiful. I really love them. All right, we have 4 more Tuftexes to go. Again, let's do it. So again, I'm going to try and compare it to the one with the second inflation. They're now next to each other. You can see how big this one has stretched out compared to the red one. Look at how the difference of the size is just really obvious, which is really cool when it comes to these balloons. So I'm going to deflate it. And then put in some air on that neck, twist it as usual, twist it. Leave it layer for a couple of times, stretch it if you want to, and then now it's time for the second inflation. Try and put in a couple of breaths so I can see how tight this balloon is. Okay, that is fairly tight. I can feel the pressure of the air inside that balloon coming against me. It's so great. I love over-inflating my balloons. Beautiful over-inflated Tuftexes. That's the problem. So let's inflate another balloon. Compare it again. There you go. Very beautiful. And so you have to be careful with over-inflating balloons. They do tend to accidentally pop. So I'm gonna be more careful with this one. It's good that I have more red ones. So I'm gonna twist it. And another one more time. Just give it a little tug, very gentle stretch. And now it's time for the second inflation. And I'm gonna try not to over-inflate it that much. But the thrill of the balloon being over-inflated is what makes it that's what makes it so nice to play with. Alright, so as you can see, I feel like the orange balloon has a lot more body than the red one. Sometimes the color of the balloon does affect the large or the size of the balloon. So I think this is enough, but I really want to stretch out that neck even more. So I'm going to put in a little more air, just a little. I'm going to stretch out that neck as much as I want, as much as I can. Twist it, and there you go. Very beautiful, very stable balloon. I hope it doesn't accidentally pop this time. Alright, so I'm just going to now straight up just do what I need to do with these Tuftex balloons. I hope they don't pop. They're so big. So pretty and so big as well. Look at how big that is compared to my body. Okay. I feel like my favorite color out of the Tuftexes would be green. The crystal green. It's just so vivid and the color is just so amazing. I really love them. Okay. beautiful balloons. I started with 6, but now only 4 have survived. Alright, so I hope you had learned a trick or two when it comes to handling Tuftexes, and as you can see, obviously overinflating balloons is going to result some accidental popping, but you know, that's the thrill of overinflating balloons. So I now have very big balloons to play with, and I'm gonna see you soon. Bye bye!